How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at an extremely interesting new leak because recently, it looks as though somebody has data mined the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate website and has actually found who the 5th and final DLC character is going to be that is going to be joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because this leak does look like it has the potential of being a real leak, that does not mean that it is going to be 100% real, so make sure you guys take this with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. Unfortunately, guys, I do not have a link to the original post, as somebody sent in an image of this, so everything that you guys are going to need to be able to see is going to be up on screen. And now, guys, with all of that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So guys, this leak was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined up, you can find a link to my Discord, as well as links to all of my social media presences, such as my Twitter, Twitch, and Patreon, in the description right down below, as well as the pinned comment. And now, guys, with all of that out of the way, like I said, it looks as though somebody has data mined the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate official website, and they've actually found who the next character is going to be. So let's go ahead and take a look at who this character is, shall we? So guys, as you guys can see on screen right now, this is the image that was sent in to me, and it apparently leaks the next DLC fighter in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, for those of you guys who haven't already been able to tell who this character is, it is actually Mutant from Dragalia Lost. Now, one of the things that I want to go ahead and say really quickly is that if you guys have ever seen this model or render before, please let me know in the comment section down below. Now, like, if we do end up finding a model that looks like really similar to this or basically exactly the same, we can definitely say that this is a fake leak. However, guys, I decided to look up some models of Yuden, and I personally was not able to find any. So once again, if you guys have seen Yuden's model that looks like this or anything similar, let me know in the comment section down below, and we can figure out right away if this is real or not. Another thing that I want to go ahead and say, guys, is that, yeah, there are lots of extremely talented people out there who make stuff like this for fun every single day. So just because this does look like it could be real, because honestly, Yuden does look really good. He looks a little bit strange in terms of like comparing him to the other characters, but I think that the reason that they made him look like that is because Yuden comes from Dragalia Lost, which is a game that is on mobile phones and stuff like that, so I could definitely see him looking a little bit different than other characters that come from console video games. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit more about this character model and everything else like that a little bit later. However, guys, I want to go ahead and talk about Mutan's chances of making it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, right away, guys, yeah, I do need to say that Mutant is a character that is owned by Nintendo, and Dragalia Lost is a game that is, once again, you can play on phones or iOS or Android or anything else like that, and it's not really like a traditional Nintendo game, right? Like, when we think of traditional Nintendo games, we definitely think about getting a Nintendo console and then playing it that way. However, I think it would be super cool if we actually did get a character from a mobile game in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I mean, guys, Dragalia Lost is actually a super popular game, and if you guys haven't played it before, I actually recommend you guys go ahead and do so. From what I've seen, it actually looks really fun, and a lot of Yuden's moves would translate really well into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. However, we're not going to talk about his moves, we're going to go ahead and talk about his chances. So do I believe that Yuden has a strong chance of making it in? Honestly, guys, I do. Once again, I think that the mobile game market should actually be represented because mobile gaming is the biggest kind of gaming in the entire world by like a country mile. So it would make sense if they wanted to represent some of their mobile games in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as well, because once again, if they do represent characters that people are aware of that they play as with like on their phones and stuff, that'll convince people to buy Nintendo Switches and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. At least that's how I see it. Also, guys, like I said, Yuden looks like he has a super unique moveset and one that would translate very well. However, considering I don't know that much about Dragalia Lost or Yuden, let's go ahead and take a look at a post that will help us determine whether or not he has a chance. So guys, like I said, I found a post over on GameFAQs.com which is titled Mobile Representative Dragalia Lost Granblue Fantasy Fate Grand Order in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it is posted by a user named Raiden Hero, so let's go ahead and see what they have to say. So it starts by saying, recently I have been thinking about the possibility that we could get a character from Dragalia Lost in Smash Bros. Dragalia Lost is an extremely collaboration between Nintendo and Dragalia Lost in the mobile market. The fighting mechanics and dragon transformation could work well in Smash Bros. And you can translate a lot of Yuden's moves one-to-one in Smash Ultimate. However, there is also a possibility that Nintendo could pick someone from Granblue Fantasy, as it is a massive hit in Japan and is easily Cygame's most successful series. Fate is also possible, but not that likely in my opinion, so if we were to get a mobile representative, it would likely be one of these three series. So my question to everyone is, would you mind a mobile representative in Smash, and which one of these three would you pick? So then, someone went ahead and said, I'd pick Yuden from Dragalia Lost because that game was co-developed by Nintendo, to which Raiden Hero responded, definitely. While Granblue Fantasy is possible due to its popularity, Dragalia Lost being co-developed by Nintendo gives it a pretty strong argument. As long as they focus his mechanics around his dragon transformation, like say Melee Zelda to Sheik, he could make for an interesting fighter from the rest of the cast and not just a generic sword fighter. Now, I know that this is a pretty unpopular opinion because a lot of people don't want to see any more like generic anime swordsmen in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but guys, I don't think that Yuden would be a generic anime swordsman at all. I think that Yuden has the possibility of having a super cool moveset, and I think that overall he'd be a character a lot of people would really love in the game, so yeah, I definitely think he has a strong chance of making it. So yeah guys, here's the thing, right? Yuden is a character that a lot of people really want to see in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and honestly, I think that Nintendo would be crazy not to add him into the game. I mean, like I said earlier guys, currently the #1 gaming platform in the entire world is the mobile market because everybody has a smartphone or an iPad or an Android tablet or something else like that, but not everybody has an Xbox One, a Switch, or a PlayStation, so adding in a character that is recognizable to the fans that play mobile games would definitely make a lot of sense. Now, I understand that people have joked before that like, oh, Angry Birds can make it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or Flappy Bird, and while honestly I don't think they're ever going to make it into Smash Ultimate just because like, I don't know how they would fight or anything else like that, you cannot argue with the fact that yeah, those characters are some of the most recognizable in the world because everybody has played Angry Birds like at this point, you know what I mean? So adding in characters that are recognizable is important, and although Sakurai has said before that it's more important for a character to be fun than recognizable, it doesn't hurt to be both. And I think that Yuden is a character that would be both fun and recognizable once again, because a lot more people play Dragalia Lost than play Metroid Prime or F-Zero. Guys, at the end of the day, Nintendo is a company that is all about making money, and although Sakurai wants to add in characters that are more fun than recognizable, you have to also remember that Nintendo wants to make the most amount of money on this Fighter's Pass, and adding in a character from the mobile market, which once again is the biggest gaming platform in the entire world, is definitely going to end up making them a lot of money. And they won't even have to pay that much money to get Yuden's rights into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate because once again, Dragalia Lost is a game that is co-developed by Nintendo, so I'm sure they'd have no problem at all getting Yuden into the game and also getting an amiibo figure of him. However guys, with all of that being said, do I believe that this image leak is going to end up being real? Honestly guys, probably not. As much as I really want to see Yuden join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at this point, I think that there are lots of talented people out there, like I've said, who can make something like this, and I kind of doubt that Nintendo would already have like all of Yuden's assets already on the website before he's already been officially announced, because it is really easy to data mine websites like that. So yeah guys, as much as I want this leak to be real because I actually want to see Yuden in the game, at this point I'm gonna have to say that this is fake. However guys, with all of that being said, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts about everything that we talked about in today's video in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that this leak is real, and would you be happy if it was? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.